everyone, talking about Burnt Roses by Born to Stand Out, released in 2022. The notes in this are aldehydes, black pepper, salt, ozonic notes, Bulgarian rose, lavender, oakmoss, cinnamon, cachalox, ambergris, cashmeran, sandalwood, Indonesian patchouli, olibanum, and incense. So despite being filled with notes that I would usually dislike, I actually like this way better than most rose scents. I thought this was totally just going to smell like super old school dry potpourri, but to me, there's also kind of a modern element about it with the toasted quality here. And yeah, the toasted quality is kind of like, yeah, I mean, definitely from the incense and adds this kind of alluring factor that I think works really well. And to me, the incense is just as strong, if not stronger, than the rose. The warm spice is very smooth and kind of like regal here, not too sharp or intense or like hot spice. The salt and ambergris add a richness to it. And although there's apparently patchouli, this is not, to me at least, what I would call like a rose and patchouli type of scent or anything, or I'm sure I would hate it. I think it's elegant and palatable even as someone who does not like rose normally. I do think it maybe would come up across kind of old school to some people, but for me, I'm happy that I didn't get that out of it. And it's a rare win for me as far as rose scents go. And as mentioned, yeah, it's not as rose centered as you might think from the name, and the incense is just as much dominant. 185 for a 50 milliliter, moderate to good longevity and projection, and unisex. And I'll link in the description where you can check it out. And I'm going to be adding this to the rose curated collection on my site Decant Planet, which I think I've chosen less than 10 ever that I've tried for that. On one hand, I'm not a rose fan, so maybe that's ones people wouldn't like who normally are. So I am curious, if you are a rose fan and you've tried this, like, are you like, ugh, that is not up to the standards of a rose head? Or do you still like it? Yeah, so let me know.